Hello, everybody. I'm going to unbox the White Light Oracle by Alana Fairchild. It says, "Enter the luminous heart of the sacred." The box is a substantial size. It feels good on the hand. It's a lovely texture, kind of satiny, matte finish. You can see there's not really a lot of sheen to it, but the lights are the print. The font is slightly raised. It looks like it's raised. Yes. No, it's dented in. So it's recessed, and these letters are raised. So you have a little bit of texture there, and as you can hopefully see, there's just a little bit of gloss. It's like a satiny gloss to the font. Artwork is by A. Andrew Gonzalez, and it's published by Blue Angel. The box is very pretty. It has, stuff even on the sides. So it's a beautiful woman here with the third eye, and I don't know if this is the throat chakra, but she's white light. So and the back has a bunch of illustrations, and I'll just read this to you quickly, and then I will open it up, and we can take a look at each and every card in the box. I did cheat. I took off the little plastic thing. This was on there just so that when you purchase this, if you should purchase it, this will be around the cards. And it will be wrapped in cellophane. I took that off too. So it just says you have a light within you. Trust in that light and in your own courage. The light is strong enough to guide, support, and empower you to fulfill your sacred purpose of healing and soulful manifestation. White light holds all the frequencies needed for healing ourselves, each other, our planet, and all her precious creatures. It is divine medicine for the soul, empowering the heart, clarifying the mind, and awakening higher consciousness. This light is within you and all around you. You were born to be that light. The universe rallies to encourage, inspire, and embolden you to manifest your sacred destiny. This 44-card deck and guidebook set features luminous imagery from visionary artist A. Andrew Gonzalez and enlightening messages with the signature healing processes from best-selling author Alana Fairchild to help you integrate the loving soul medicine of white light. Take your journey with the complete trust, enjoying the divine beauty of your path, and knowing the light is always with you, revealing the way. So that's the back of it. Opening up. Nothing here. And the other thing I did was cheat. I put the white paper, when I put things back, the white paper was on top. It's just a plain piece of white paper, and it flew off when I took the cover off before. So I tucked it behind the book just so it wouldn't do that. But the quality of the paper is very nice. It feels good on the hand, so it's a nice quality paper. The inside of the box has nothing. It's just the brown cardboard. So it's relatively basic to, and then the guidebook, nice size, same size as the box. Also feels really good in the hand. It's a nice thickness. It's not terribly stiff, which is great. The print is a little on the small side, but I think manageable for most folks. I can read it just fine without glasses, but I'm nearsighted, so that might make a difference. It shows all the little illustrations. The introduction is quite long, so I will just read you the topics of the introduction, and then it also, so there's the introduction, then how to play with the white oracle, and then the messages, and at the end it's like what's next for your sacred path, and then it's about the author and about the artist. So little bios at the end. So the introduction guides you into luminous realm of the sacred. The sacred is your heart treasure. It is that which brings light into your life. The sacred is precious to you. It matters enough that you are willing to devote yourself to it, even when that requires courage, sacrifice, and growth. I'm not reading the whole thing. So that's the tack that goes on for a bit. And, oops. Then it goes into the story of the White Light Oracle. And it says, I'm often asked why I write oracle decks, how the inspiration comes. So this is about that. And then about rapture. Sometimes we become intense and serious, even on the spiritual path. It's understandable. It takes strength to commit to one's spiritual practices, etc., etc. So that's that section. It's like mini chapters in the introduction. Out of ego and into the sacred is another topic in here. And then the practical side of rapture, the anti-rapture crew. I'm going to read this a little bit. It says, whilst we don't want to become obsessed with the pursuit of ecstatic, rapturous states to the point that we deny our authentic life experience, we also want to make sure that we don't shut ourselves off from them. They are genuinely nourishing for our life path. They are sweet treats for the soul. And as the song lyric goes, a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. So that's about rapture. Ecstasy of the natural kind. And this talks about dropping out of our heads into our hearts. The necessity of ecstasy. Abandonment into spirit has nothing to do with casting morality to the wind. I'm just reading at random. From blocking to attracting the ecstatic. We need to be careful that we don't seek to nourish our spirit with that cannot truly sustain it. Testing phase. And then it says how to play with your white light oracle or work with it. So you can do readings for yourself or others, use it in groups, choose whether or not to do healing processes. So there's a blessing. It talks about how to do that. A suggested card layouts and healing processes. It says, consider your own layouts if you feel so inspired. If you're happy to work from the suggested layouts below, they are here for you too. It doesn't have little sketches. Oftentimes when they have a layout, they'll draw, they'll be, where the cards, the placement of the cards. She is not doing that here. So, yeah, this is about the process of purification. Open my heart for divine wisdom. Many of the decks will have blessings in them, so you can bless the cards and set the tone and clear the room, clear energetically before you do it. And hers says, I open my heart to divine wisdom. I ask for unconditional love and the highest levels of white light available to me as I enter my heart. In the sacred space, I open to grace, healing, protection, and blessings. So be it. And then talks about, choosing your cards. So she's not talking about a specific layout. And then you close the session by saying, through the love of the pure divine white light, may all benefits of this practice be sealed and secured for the greatest good of all. Please continue to heal and help me in all ways. I take shelter in your love and grace, so I may fulfill my soul and know the beauty of my true spiritual nature. So be it. That's a really nice little blessing. So going into the session for sacred surrender, she has another space clearing thing in this sacred space. There's only love, wisdom, healing, grace. I'm just going to not go through all of them again. Again, card 1, she doesn't have a specific layout. But it does talk about what that card represents. And then she closes this again with a lovely little prayer. And then the messages are here. But before I go into those, I'm going to show you the cards. So the first one is Magnetism of Eros. And it looks like just a big spiral with people. Cupido dissolvi. Obodiah. Anapasis. Queen of the Nagas. Shekinah. Seven Blessings of Eve. Bath Kol. Dakini of Infinite Light. Archon Barbello. Sacred Scar. Perfume of Sophia. Bastet of 174 Hertz. Yogini of 285 Hz. Spirit of Bear 396 Hz. The Sun of 417 Hz. 528 Hz Mandala of the Heart. Tantra of 639 Hz. Salve Paluti 741 Hz. Spirit Owl of 852 Hz. Seraph of 963 Hz. Ein Sof Hour. Beta of Spirit Wolf. Alpha of Alcyon. Theta of Venus. Deer of Delta. Aurora of Gamma. Epsilon Modulation. Beatitude of Sacred Rapture. Vulva of Cedar. Shaktipat of Seahorse. Lasya of Parvati. Yeshi Tsogyal 3033. Sacrament of Extreme Unction. Pearl of Sharo. Telepathy of Terra Mater. Oracle of Chaldea. Dvara Patra. Ivory Wish-Fulfilling Crow. Sovereign Queen Maeve. Alabaster Tablet of Layla. Garuda Suparna. Karma of Kutahala. Ishtar's Lion Gate 888. So I'm going to just quickly, probably randomly, I'm curious about those HZ things. So I'm going to, where they mention numbers, I am curious about that. And then there's some stuff in the back I'll take a look at in a few minutes. The Lion's Gate 888. I am just seeing if there's anything about the numbers that is significant, because of course it is, or they wouldn't mention it. So Ishtar's Lion Gate 888. Your heart has a heightened connection with the higher realms of consciousness and light. A blessing, empowerment, and positive omen shall enter your world. Doors will open for you. Abundance and prosperity are headed your way. Take care of your heart. Ask for spiritual assistance, and it shall be granted. Something negative is going to transform into something very positive. Ishtar is the queen of the night, a dark goddess of loss and letting go, but also a priestess of light who holds the keys to renewal from suffering. She is relentless in her pursuit of the path to true inner freedom. She willingly surrenders her attachments and her identities, even separating herself temporarily from her loved ones, which boldens and confidence, with such boldness and confidence that she crosses into realms where others dare not go. She experiences vulnerability, and in that state discovers deep truth. Ishtar is the capacity of the soul to integrate our experiences. After reaching the greatest depths of suffering, she emerges and is reinstated upon her rightful throne with even greater wisdom, spiritual power, and compassion. In a reading, she is a guardian and a symbol of resurrection. You shall rise again. Those who have felt as though their identity or any other marker of security has been torn away from them are her children. They will find their way back to peace and prosperity under her auspices. Auspice, I can never say that word. If you have been suffering, this oracle indicates an end of the struggle is imminent. You shall be restored with so much more than you have lost. Ishtar is depicted in Queen of the Night relief that dates back over 4,000 years from ancient Babylon, which was located in the lands of present-day southern Iraq. She is a bird woman priestess with talons and wings, flanked by owls and lions. She holds sacred tools, a rod and a ring in her hands, and is bejeweled and naked, symbolizing her power and freedom. Her symbols are the gate, the 8-pointed star, and the lion. She is considered the goddess of the planet Venus, but the star Sirius is also sacred to her. Its rise each year marks her ascent from the dark realms, which ensures prosperity and good fortune for the year ahead. Her jewels and tools represent her great power and effectiveness. The stars represent her higher consciousness and loving wisdom and are a sign of great blessings for your life, indicating prosperity, peace, healing, and love. The Lion's Gate falls when the sun is in Leo. Leo is the son of the lion and the astrological ruler of the heart and the animal totem sacred to Ishtar. The rising of Sirius took place on 26 July in ancient Egypt, which marked the beginning of the Egyptian New Year. In modern times and different latitudes, the date for the rising of Sirius varies considerably. Nonetheless, the 8th day of the 8th month is considered especially potent when combined with the 8-pointed star of Ishtar. The numerical frequency of the spiritual portal or doorway that opens on 8 August becomes 888. The 888 frequency will stimulate your soul in its unique way. It facilitates a deepening intimacy between the spiritual worlds and the earth plane, an amplification of light and outpouring of positive blessings for humanity. It is believed many, if not at all, comic avatars who come to Earth. Okay, I see. If it is believed many, if not all, cosmic avatars who come to Earth as advanced spiritual guides hail from Sirius and make their blessings increasingly available to humanity during this opening between the worlds. This oracle brings a message of breakthrough and healing, of significant lightening up of your life and the end of a deeply challenged cycle in your life. There is a special divine dispensation augured by the oracle of Ishtar's Lion Gate 888. Where hope has been difficult to find, or all seems lost, the light shall return and beautiful blessings are destined to unfold in your life. So the healing process is connect to your breath. It shows this basically how to meditate with it. When you are ready, say the following prayer aloud. See, sense. You can imagine carrying the light. So it just says basically how to tap into the energy of this. This is amazing. That was really interesting. So it's long, but it's a really great story and a history of this Lion's Gate 888. And I was curious about the 888 and how it's a frequency. So it would be great if they had like a little CD or something that had the frequency notes to it that you could also listen to. But that's easy to find on YouTube. And curious, I'm just going to pull at random another one just to see. Okay, that talks about the hertz, the HZ2. I'm going to stay away from that. So we know what that is. So Queen of the Naga. So that looks like it's like a task here, like the sacred task exists for you to fill. So it's like what this card means when you pull it up. Then she goes into the story about the card or the characters in that card, and some background to it, which is really interesting and nicely written. It's really it's well written. And then how to harness that energy. So I think that this is going to be a great oracle deck. And then the very end, it's what's next on your sacred path. To support your sacred path in this lifetime, I've created an abundance of sacred offerings, including powerful online healing trainer, blah, 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 blah. So this is just a little advertising and some more offerings of hers. Here's about her and about the artist. More offerings from the publisher and from Alana. Different artist, it looks like. So a little advertising, more inspiration, more books, little notes if you wanted to write things down. Yeah, that's it. And then on the very back it says, the doorway to the sacred is found within the heart. From the heart we connect with, nourish, and develop our soul. Your soul is unique. Oh, your soul is your unique inner being. It is the part of you which lives many lifetimes and grows spiritually through countless experiences. Your soul may have lived on worlds other than Earth, perhaps on various stars, and certainly in the spiritual worlds between lifetimes. Yet it is meant to be here now, helping to bring light to our planet for the benefit of many in need. So I say it's a thumbs up. It's a beautiful deck, gorgeous deck. Again, comfortable, really comfortable in hand, nicely organized. Yeah, you can, if you can't find it going through this way, you can easily find it here. The only thing that might have been, I mean, again, the Hertz thing, there's no way to hear it from this, but this is not the vehicle that they're offering it. So it seems a little odd that they would refer to it and not tell you how to hear it. And the lack of the layout. So they recommend a couple of layouts for the cards, but they don't show it. So, and that's not even a criticism. That's just, might be helpful if you're not used to using cards. But the Hertz thing is like nice. You can just look that up. I like the recommendation, and it makes me, like, if I pull a card like the 888 on my own reading, I'm gonna search YouTube for that frequency, because I think that's going to be helpful. So interesting. So I will probably do a interview with this deck like I do with almost every new deck I have, to see how it likes to be used and how I can best communicate with it. So take a look at my channel for that. That should be coming up soon. I don't know exactly when I'll do that. Could be later today, could be next week, don't know. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you have any decks that you want to take a look at before making the commitment to purchasing them, let me know, because I, when I want a new deck, I seem to just be able to get them. I enjoy them. I have a lot of them, and I'm happy to do an unboxing for you if you don't want to make the commitment first. So thanks for tuning in. Give me a thumbs up if this was helpful, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, because the more subscriptions I have, the more I can do this, and the better at this I'll get. As you can tell, I'm pretty new at sharing my stuff on recordings, but I'm happy to learn if you don't mind stumbling through this with me. So thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Bye-bye.